What's up? What's up? I'm back with another sweet little grafting video, hopefully, if it all works out. And we got a couple of culprits here. First and foremost, I'm Dwayne with Growing Together Nursery, and it's Friday. So it's time to go ahead and do some work and show you guys. I'm always working every day otherwise, but on Fridays, we like to show you guys something cool. So today, we're doing a little grafting, and we actually got some Glen Scions. And this rootstock today is Pickering. Bum, bum. So I figured that this one would be an excellent nominee to do a quick little cleft on there. And I wanted to bring you around and show you exactly how we do this. First and foremost, I went ahead and wrapped these scions here already before. So that way it would save us some time. Two, we'll disinfect really quick. Hopefully we'll get you the right angle here. If not, my apologies. I'm trying to get all of the kinks worked out to get you guys some good quality footage here without having any hiccups. I don't edit, so if it works, cool. If not, so be it. Flubs are free. By all means, laugh at them. That's exactly what this is for. This is all just for fun here, folks. And if you learn something cool, if not, no worries. Sometimes I'll do some repetitive stuff, but tune back in and maybe, just maybe, you'll learn something. I don't claim to know everything here. And we're just having fun on a cool Friday. This weather's beautiful. I don't know where y'all are right now, but here in 9B, it is November, I think it's 14th, 15th. Gorgeous Friday. And figured why not? We have some scions available. So the best time to graft is whenever you get them. So let's see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and go with this guy here. Do a quick little cleft. And that is done. That's how you know this is the Pickering seedling here. You can smell the leaves to find out exactly what the flavor of the mango will be. Very, very nice. Anyways, it's going to turn into a Glen. So now we'll go ahead and first and foremost cut this rootstock here, just off center. About yay much there. All right. Nothing too crazy. Yep, got short on me. Got short on me really fast here, folks. If it works, cool. If not, redo it, folks. That's all we can do. That's super long on the tail, so I'll trim that really fast. And we just need one side to really make good contact. It went from looking really nice, but it had a nice little curve on there. And ideally, you want to make these cuts with as little cuts as possible. Of course, I always say that, and I'm over here hacking away, but I do not claim to be a professional. I sometimes just get lucky. And the more you practice, the better you become. That seems all right there. Pretty sharp. Bum, bum, bum. And that will be fine. I'll just go ahead and run it on this side here. I do believe. Got to lean to the left. So I got options here. Whenever you do plant this, obviously you can straighten it out. Or the other option is I take it and I spin this scion the opposite way. That way, line it up this way here. It at least helps it to come back just a hair. And listen, just because it leans one way or the next, it'll be just fine. You'll see, nice and tight. No air going through there. And I know that I could get away with just using this wrap here, but I do like to use a little bit of this buddy tape, just a hair to seal it up, because I do water. I noticed that I can water the clefts from above, so I do like that ability. For the most part, I would always do the veneers, but what I'm going to start doing is keeping them separate. That way I know which ones I can water from up above, because if not, I'm doing all this grafting and I'm losing some of them due to watering. I know the water's getting in there and it's a wrap, Jack. So anyways, quick little wrap here, and then could just do some zip ties or tie wraps. But I think what I'll do, I lost another one just because it wasn't wrapped up all the way. On the very bottom, I saw like a smidge where the air was getting inside. Lost one, but I will take a little bit of this one. Guess it really doesn't matter. So the orange one has a little bit more of a rebound, which I don't know. I think it may work a little bit better. Giving it a shot still. And that's just to put a little bit of pressure on there. Make sure that you come back and take this off, because if not, I think it'll just choke the graft out. Make sure that there's a little bit of growth coming out or something pushing before I go ahead and take it off. But give it a shot. That's it. Put today's date and done. Label the graft. That's it. And that's that. Quick little cleft. Which I gotta find today's date. Hang on. Hang with me, folks. 15th. We are rocking. If you haven't had Glen, it is a bulletproof mango. I got two different cards here that I want to read really fast. This fiberless cultivar has a mild, peachy flavor that is sweet and delicious. This fruit is excellent eating quality and consistent production, requires minimal care. Fruit ripens late May to June. And then this one here, it states, this Indo-Chinese hybrid fruits consistently every year. It has a very attractive appearance with mild, sweet flavor. Fruit is virtually fiberless. It is easy to determine when to pick because the fruit will turn yellow at its base. And I did try this year, and it is phenomenal. It didn't make the top 10 just because, listen, Glen, Carey, these styles, these old school hitters, man, they're always going to be good. I made sure that I actually wanted to go ahead and say something later on in the video, and I forgot just because it got wrapped up. But Carey always going to be good. You know, if you like Carey's, listen, every year my mom was like, you didn't put it on there. It's because it's an old school. It's always going to be good. I'm sorry. And it's a different place. And there's some new ones that needed some shine. But Glen is the same way. Glen was good. We had it from a friend's place. Plus, we actually bought a few as well. So we had two different ways that we had it, and an excellent mango. It's not that wow, the one and only, but still a very, very good one. Anyways, enough with that. We'll do another one here. And it's sunny out here, so I'll make sure that I put them in the shade. Give me one sec. What do we got? All right. This one, I'm going to do a veneer on, and this one is a Venus seedling that I planted this year, actually. And it's got some new growth. So what I will do, because I'll be trimming this anyway, just so it's not in my face, what I will do is come back here, trim that one off. Go ahead and make this active, break that one off, and compost the leaves. This is a very long scion here, but I'll go ahead and shorten it up more than likely to there. Again, this one, well, let me go ahead and sanitize real fast. This one I want to go ahead and do a little bit lower here, drop it in. That way I can add some more to it later on. And Venus is very vigorous. It's a very vigorous mango, so much that I didn't know too much about it prior to planting it inside my greenhouse there. But now, greenhouse / shade house, whatnot. But now I realize it's a monster, so I need to go ahead and get her out of there. So I'm going to let her fruit this next year, and then out she goes. All right, here we go. So you got 2 nodes right here, which don't really dig, but I'm just going to go ahead and ride down through this way anyways. All right. So a quick little incision like that, where it has a little flap, just a little baby flap down there. Maybe about 1.25 inches. And this one is Irwin. I'm over here running my yap. Already made the, oh no, sorry. See, this is why I'm over here. I have to correct myself. We're going back to this one, Glenn. I do have another one over here. Anyways, getting ahead of myself. Getting excited. I want to graft another one. So anyways, Glenn on here. Go ahead and make a nice little cut. That actually worked out pretty good. So I'll just chop back there. 2 cuts. Now it looks pretty good. I may just ride with that. That little hair I don't like, so off she goes. Y'all saw that, 2 little quick cuts. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you think you got it, and then no. Samsonite. So we'll do something like that and close it up real fast. The Glen will stay in there because it can be kept to a small stage or a small height there. I want it to stay within that 8 foot, maybe. I'll graft other varieties to it, but I don't want it going. And if it gets too big, then that one takes off as well. I'm not afraid to go ahead and move any of these trees if I realize later on that they're not happy, or if it's not working, then you gotta go. Mangoes are easy to move anyways. Avocados are different. I'd rather just replant, but to each his own. This one here is already sealed up here. And I'll drop one more on the very top just to seal for the water. And I know people are getting excited. They're hitting me up about grafting, doing like home visits, but grafting in a pot is different right now because we are so close to winter. So ideally, I would not be grafting anything in ground because one quick cold snap and there goes all of that. I know I'm going to lose some grafts that I went ahead and did on the avocado, on guacamole. That's neither here nor there. That's all right. I just wanted to go ahead and test myself. But I'm grafting stuff that's in pots just because I can move them into the greenhouse. Hopefully y'all can see that. But there we go. Yield her up. Something like that. And this one, again, you can put, just because you want to see the difference. Well, I reuse these zip ties just because, why not? I will use them up on the fence over here, so I cut them long, and that way I can reuse them. Gotta reuse what you got. If you can. 2 is more than enough. Just right there at that little lip there. Probably just a 1/4 inch. You know, again, you're not choking it, but just enough there. And that's that. 2 little zip ties and you're off and running. Again, it's already clipped there. If not, if I didn't just freshly clip that, I would do that now. Sorry for the mess. It's what it is. Anyways, we got one more, and we'll see what we can do, what we can squeeze in. If anyone shows up, then I have to take off, but we're rocking and rolling. Anyways, this last one here is the Irwin. And I actually got a chance to go ahead and graft this one because it's too big. The one I got in ready to be cut. And most people don't like to cut any of the scions or the trees. I noticed that once I tell them that they have to cut, they immediately will look for another one that they don't have to. And I get it. Some people are squeamish about cutting their trees, but this is something that has to be done, folks. If you do invest in a tree, or when you do, I know most of you will, dang it, come on by and see me. Anyways, when you do invest in a tree, you have to cut these guys. If not, they will get out of hand. And plus, you have to shape them. More branches means more fruit. So ideally, that's what you want to do. And you have to get used to it. If not, they will get unruly. These will be your best friends. Anyways, and this one right here, what I like to do is just pick off the leaves first. And I'll show you that this one's already pushing in there. The top of the nodes, there's already activity. Can't really zoom in, but anyways, it's there. What does Irwin smell like? Well, rip up the leaves. Very crisp and clean. Sweet with a little bit of, I mean, I know that it's classically flavored. It's mild. It's clean. I don't know. It's tough to describe. It's not this overpowering scent. I will say that the Glen, I saved some Glen as comparison. The Glen leaves over here. The Glen is stronger and it has a stronger aroma. To me, it smells a little bit better. But again, we're not eating the leaves. We're eating the fruit. And Irwin, it's said to be an amazing fruit just by the outside, all right? I don't know about the inside. I haven't tasted it. I'm talking trash, and I haven't had it. Once I eat it, I may be like a year later, dude, you gotta have this one. I don't know. As of right now, I haven't had it. But here we go. So I pick them off, and I'd rather make sure that there's no rough edges around here, because once you put that buddy tape on there, the last thing you want to do is rip the tip there. And you'll be getting phone calls later. Daddy! Stop. All right, y'all are adults. Anyways, the pull, twist on there. Try to use the least amount by still covering everything. This stuff has to be able to poke out. I don't want to add too much on there. I like to conserve, but anyways, that's about what I would give it there. And the rootstock. Oh, let's talk about that. Another one that I ate this year. So you can go ahead and eat a fruit, plant it out from the seed, and have a rootstock here in November. So all in the same year. I knew it's all an investment, folks. I go heavy on the mango season just because I know that I will go ahead and be able to turn it into something later. Wow, that's very nice. All right, what is this one? It's a cogzol. Now, it's not the actual Cogsall. Again, it's a seedling, so it will be a hybrid. What do I want to do with this one? On Irwin, I'm going to go ahead and do another veneer on this one. It's got a nice little lean that I think I'll go ahead and use to do something like so. But, all right. Real quick little wipe here. And I could still do the cleft. There's many ways to do this, but I figured I like to be able to do the veneer because then, if anything, I can add more to it later on. A cleft will make me have to graft onto the new growth after that. Like for instance, on that last one, it would be the Glen would have to grow out, and it takes a lot longer. This you can piggyback off of here, but different strokes. All right. So, yeah. Something like that. Probably a little bit higher than what I wanted, but not too bad. Then here, way too long. I cut way up high. I have to bring this one down here. Seems a little high. I know it looks a little crazy, but I've seen it to where they actually will skin, shout out to Mr. Campbell. He'll skin from here all the way down here. I've seen that technique. So putting more on there, I'm sure would help. I usually do about an inch and some change, but I can, for this one, customize it. Bring it up a hair. Now we're talking. And I always slide over to my left, but on this one, I may choose to go to the right on this one here. It's not political, folks. Don't even get it twisted. Talking grafts here. That actually looks quite nice. You got to make it look good. It's an Irwin, right? That's the whole thing. It's a pretty mango. Never actually seen one of these in person, but only on the old YouTube. And you guys are playing with all kinds of effects and changing stuff up. I don't know what's real anymore, man. Uh-oh. This tape shrunk up on me, but it's all right. We're just going to use it for keeping it somewhat tight. We lost her, folks. Running my yin-yang, and once she bends up one time, I'm going to have to go for a second piece. A little bit smaller. See that? Wish there was a way that I could just take this and wipe it through, but don't see that one happening. You got to open up both sides. Just waters is something else. Anywhere that it can get in, it will get in. It's like Murphy, man, I'm telling you. But don't give it that opportunity. Probably way more tape than what I wanted to use, but listen, if you do it right the first time, that success rate will climb. So again, here, I like to go ahead and pinch it just for this one here. Something about like that. Those are acorns falling. Just right there. Once you pull out on both sides here, you'll start pulling it through. Could have someone and then holding it, but it's what it is. Yes, in a perfect world, I'd have something over here zooming in and you would have the best angle, but sorry, we got to work with what we got here. She's an old phone. I will take this leaf off just because I got to come over here. Wow, this one does smell good. Very, very strong. Little turpentine-y, but I think turpentine smells good. I've been out there taking some of the leaves and smelling them, and very strong. I don't think I've ever had the mango, but I may end up having some here shortly. That's what most of my rootstocks out there are growing. So next year I'll be able to graft them here in the spring. So anyways, that's this and that, and that's that there. Irwin on a coxall. So what I'll do up here is reset all this in here. Got to trim it. That way it sends off the signal to go ahead and regrow and says, oh no, something's eating me. And then it'll push this one up. And it is a full moon and we're very close. Man, that smells good. Sit there and crunch them up. If you're not allergic to the sap, some people are allergic to it. So be very careful with the mango leaves. Dermatitis season is just around the corner, folks. Because once you start getting that sap on you, oh man, it's a wrap. But anyways, that one is Irwin. Again, make sure that you're labeling your stuff. Mosquitoes are out. Oh, speaking of mosquitoes, what do we got for them? Not spraying the plant. Anyways, in here, went ahead and did lemongrass, boiled up some lemongrass and gave them a little bit of touch of that vanilla extract. It is the cheap stuff. It's not the super expensive stuff because, nah, man. I'm trying out the cheap stuff first off of Amazon. But anyways, the lemongrass was the real deal. It does work for about 30 seconds and then you have to reapply. So there's that. The mosquitoes here don't care. These Blue Springs bastards do not care, man. These guys are gnarly. They will attack at all hours of the day. I just sprayed all that and they're still here. So I will not use 100% DEET. I'm not that dude. But anyways, these mosquitoes are bad here, y'all. They don't care. And I'm trying something else. I went ahead and made it a little bit tighter or stretched it out there. You guys live here in Florida, then you know that these mosquitoes are but you live with them. That's why I just rock the long sleeves and pants because they are out here. The more the trees grow, obviously, the more mosquitoes come out, and that's all part of it. There's no crying in baseball or gardening. We'll do a quick little knot on there. It's not too tight, but telling you. All right. I don't want to keep y'all too long. I wanted to show you some quick little grafts. I did 2 veneers and a cleft, but it's Friday. Get out there, plant a tree. If you haven't done that, I don't know what to tell you. It's a great feeling. All right. Anyways, have a good day. Till next time. Later. Let's grow together.